Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. You know who I am. Welcome to Crystal D Gymnastics Sports Channel. And today we're going to rewatch together the men's 3 meters synchronized springboard diving finals during the European Diving Championship 2025. Here you have here Team Poland, also Team Germany, Team Italy, Team GB, and what else? Team Switzerland. So we have here eight teams here, and they're all doing well in this competition. And still, this is a part of the team Spain is also here. That's Juan Pablo Zapata. The routine, what you call this one? The routine for the LA Olympics 2028 season, and Croatia is also here. And we are very excited for them. We have here new divers, very young divers, and we are really excited for their career. Subscribe, like, and share to this channel. Thank you very much, and we're gonna re-upload and recast the other comp events. Thank you, thank you. Here you go, some of the boys that are Great Britain, Team Great Britain here. Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas. This is Chris RD Gymnastics.
And now from Poland, the second team in our final.
Ayun.
Kasper Leziak and Andrzej Szeszutek.
Team Poland tayo. Chris RD Gymnastics here. Subscribe, like, and share.
It's time for Team Ukraine.
Team number 3 from Ukraine. Cyril Bolyuk and Stanislav Oliferchik.
Team Ukrainians are showing a great. They are the gold medal for the mixed team event.
In fourth,
Representing Germany.
from Germany, Timo Bartel and Maurice Wesemann.
Timo Bartel, they have lots of medals won for the European level last year and also the other years. So
And now
they had a good reputation.
in fifth in the order is Team Italy.
They're also
Lorenzo Mazzaglia
Olympian.
and Giovanni Tocci.
Yun, the Olympians, Lorenzo Marsaglia, Giovanni Tocci, World Cup medalist, World Champion medalist, Olympic medalist too. But this year it was the
In sixth,
Mexico who won the
from
3-meter
Spain,
synchro.
Juan Pablo Cortés and Max Linan.
The challenger from Spain, Juan Pablo Cortés Zapata and Max Canela. Very young divers.
From Croatia,
Max is
the
a
seventh
new.
team in our order, Luka Martinovic and Matej Neveskanin.
Yes, Luca. Oh, they are new too.
The
Before
last
they
team
are
competing in
hindi
this
ko siya
final,
bago lang sa nakita.
Thibaut Boucher and Aurélien Petu from Switzerland.
Switzerland. So they are new
And
too.
now what we see on screen,
Mga bago lang to na mga diver.
officials and the judges being presented.
So this is the name of the judges, Marco Troll and
We're about to witness.
well, anyway.
We are almost ready. Our referee, Holger Schleps, blew the whistle, and
Now we got here
have
Team
Great
GB,
Britain
the first
on
divers.
board, ready to start with their first dive, a back dive pike. The usual 2.0 degree of difficulty.
Yes, usual 2.0 difficulty. It's gonna be a 2 point. Sorry, it's T201B back dive.
Difficulty stat at 2.0.
201B. Nice job. Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas are new divers, and Leon Baker had a great performance during the GB National Championship.
The entries should have been a little bit cleaner. Last splashes, especially on Leon's side.
Leon Bakers are great too.
Team Great Britain, 48.60 for them on their
Yes,
first dive.
48.6. It's a good score for a start. Now we have here
Most of the
Team
teams,
Poland.
except for Germany and Croatia.
Kasper Leszek and Andrzej
they're gonna
Reszutek
show us
201B back dive. Same with the
easier
Great
for us to
Britain.
compare,
Wearing a
Each
white
one of them.
speedo.
see where one team does better than the other. Let's see how the Polish divers do on the back dive pike. Very
Awesome
well
job
timed
from the
once
Polish
again.
divers.
The
Very
entries are
well.
cleaner, but I gotta say, I think the British divers jumped a little bit higher, but definitely another well-executed back
Nice one
dive
for
pike.
Team
And here are the
Poland. They got
scores:
48.0
eights,
here.
sevens in individual execution, and 8.5s on in synchro. So Poland is right behind
Very
Great
well
Britain
for
at
Team
48
Poland.
points.
Team
Ukraine now,
Ukraine. Kirill
also for
Bolush
them a
and
back dive pike.
Stanislav Oliferch. 201B back dive. So Team GB and Poland. And
Last
now
year
we got
Ukraine
here
was in seventh
Ukrainian
place,
divers.
and they had
Kerry
two
and
different divers
Stanislav.
competing in this event. Oh, look at that! This is
Wow.
beautiful.
Beautiful
I
dive, no
mean,
water
this is better
splash.
than the two back
Almost
dives we have
perfect
seen
dive.
before by
Must be
performed
near
by
50
Great Britain
score.
and Poland. Perfectly together in the air, closer to the
You
boards,
get a good
and a
score,
perfect back
8.0,
entry by both of them.
8.5,
Yes, look at
51.
that.
See,
That passed the
I'm
50
right.
points, scored 51 total
They
points
have
on
a
this
lot,
one.
very
On
good
this dive,
scores
not
here.
bad at all for
Timo Bartel, Maurice Lusiman
not bad at all for
for
2.0 degree of difficulty dive. Very well executed. Inward dive pike now for Team Germany. Timo Bartel and Moritz Wesemann. Beautiful. Well executed. Timo's entry is not the
Team Germany are
best I've
very
seen him do,
amazing.
but definitely well timed. Look at that. They touched the water exactly at the same second.
It's
Straight
48.0,
from the
8.5,
judges,
8.0. They
at
got
least for the
7.52.
scores that come
One
into account
judge
for a total
gave
score
them
of 48
7.5.
points in third place with Poland at the moment.
Indeed, they are very well.
Next
Got
up,
here
Team Italy,
Team
Lorenzo
Italy,
Marzaglia and Giovanni Tocci.
the Olympians. They are
Giovanni from
Olympians.
Cosenza,
They are
Lorenzo from
veteran
Ferrol,
in
that
diving,
both
Olympic
of them
medalist too, and
they
world champion
practice,
medalist.
live and practice
2024, they
in
are a
Rome,
bronze
coached
medalist
by
in
Benedetto
the
Morioli.
springboard, 3-meter
Back
springboard.
dive pike for Team Italy.
Now we welcome here Lorenzo Marsaglia. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to Chris RD. Thank you very much
Lorenzo ends up
to this
getting in the
channel.
water a tiny bit ahead of time. Didn't get a great push off the board. You can see here how he's
Yes, it's
lower
good.
than Giovanni.
They have a good entry there,
But
but the height
technique
is
of
just
each
not that well.
individual dive is
7.5,
perfect.
8.0,
Eights
8.5.
for them as well, 48 points, and the Team Italy is with Poland and Germany at 48 total points on this first dive.
They did very well for Team España. Here, Max Linan is new to this competition.
It's very similar to the Italian, this back dive pike by the Spanish. Max is a little bit ahead of time, doesn't get a great
Yeah,
jump
Max
off
is
the
a little
board.
bit ahead of
And
time
their entries are not
from
as clean as other
Zapata.
teams we've seen
He must
before.
adjust
So
with
Spain
Zapata.
at the moment is in 6th place at 45 points. They should
It's
fix that timing on the
45.0,
board,
7.0s
for
are
sure.
most of their scores.
Now
A
the
little bit disappointed for
seven-team
them. So
diving
Croatia, Luka
final
Martinovic
is
and
Team Croatia,
Matej
the
Neveskanin.
other team that is not doing
Luka
a
is
back
new
dive
here,
pike, but
so
an
for a
inward dive
1B
pike
inward
instead.
dive. It's great to see a new diver. Luka Martinovic is new, while Matej Neveskanin is I haven't seen him like two European Championship already.
Oh, very
Cool.
well timed.
Yeah,
You can
it's very
see
well
from
done.
you
Good
will be able to see right
synchronization.
here on the slow motion how they're exactly together, same height and same timing. Getting
Yes, it's the
straight
same
in the
height
water.
and same
The
timing. I agree.
lineups could have been tighter. Look at this. They're always together, but those lineups, they should have both
Yes.
been tighter in their core and
Yeah,
back
more tighter in
to
the
get a
core. So
cleaner entry. Not
8.5,
bad at all,
8.0 synchronization
47-40.
execution,
And Croatia is in
7.5,
6th place right now.
7.5, 8.0.
Last
So
dive
it's still a
of
good score.
the first round of dives is Team
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah, Team Switzerland now. I think they are new here.
Thibaut Boucher and Aurélien Petu,
Thibaut, Thibaut Boucher and Aurelien
very young divers.
Petu.
Aurélien is 17
To
and
1B.
Thibaut is 22.
Back
For
dive.
Aurélien is the first
Wow.
ever European Championship.
Aurelian new, yes, it's
And
17
they're
years
not
old
as
as
clean
well.
as the teams before them. They
Very
do
new for
struggle a little bit in
the.
the air, especially on the left.
He's new for the
You
senior
can see
for
Aurelian
Aurelian, but he's
very
competing before
touching
for the
his toes on the
junior.
pike position, and they're not perfectly together in
Yeah,
the
not
arm swing
perfectly
there. But
together. They need to practice more of their synchronization. They need to work
not the
on with that.
greatest back dive we've seen today, obviously, but could have gone worse than that. They're trailing
Amazing
behind, though. They're
Switzerland.
at 40.80 points. They will need to recover
So
later
these
on
are
in
the
the
results
competition. We
after
are
the
the standings
dive
after
one
round
of that
one.
men's
Great
3
dive
meter
by the
synchro.
Ukrainians.
For
2 rounds are not
synchro,
really going to make the
European
difference
Championship,
for
European
the
Diving
final
Championship
rankings
2025
and the final
Antalya.
scores, because they're all
If
the
you are new
top
to the
teams are going to
sport,
be very
so
close around
first two
the
dives will be
between
2.0
95 and 100
difficulties, and the next with the
points,
succeeding
maybe
3 to
more.
6
Let's say
dives will be the 3
97,
point above
103, around those,
2.0,
that total score for at
like
least for the teams that
2.4,
are aiming for
2.8
gold.
until like
The real
3.8 or to
competition,
4
the
difficulties. So
tough
Team
competition
GB
will
now.
start on round 3.
Very promising
Let's
ito
move on to
si
in. We
Team
want to have
GB.
somersault pike for Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas.
Dion Baker is very promising diver.
Well
Wow, beautiful
timed
one.
once again. Very, very good
Yeah,
off the boards.
they are good in their
Strong, all of them very
synchronization.
high.
Wow,
Not as
that's it.
sharp and elegant as I've seen them do in practice. Look at that, those movements though. They're
Medyo
perfectly
kinakabahan ng
together.
dalawa nating
Individually, they should have
divers.
done
So they got
a better job
47.4,
in the
8.0,
positions and
8.5, lowest is
arms movements
7.5.
getting in the water. But overall, very good. 96 points
Amazing job.
for
Team
them after
Poland
2 rounds
now,
of dives.
Kasper
And now a
Lizek and
reverse
Andrei
dive pike for
Reshutek.
Kasper Leziak and Andrzej Szeszutek from Poland.
Yun, they did well here.
Good time dive. They in synchro. They
I
do a
love
good
how
job,
they do
but
this
both of
one.
them pushed this reverse dive pike too far away from the springboards.
Yeah,
The
very
judges
well
will
indeed.
deduct some points because of that. They're way too far, especially Andrei.
Yeah,
Who's
way
even,
too far. Oh, they need to work on with their
there's
distance from
even
the
more
hurdle.
distance compared to his teammate
47.4,
further
7.5
away.
is the lowest,
7.5. That's
8.5 is the
why
highest.
they don't get 8 and 8.5 individually. That's because of the distance, and they lose a couple of points there.
So
95,
Ukraine
40.
now for
They probably should have done
round
a better
2.
job there if they wanted a medal, but we'll see. The competition is still very long. Reverse dive pike also for Cyril Boliuk and Stanislav Oliferchik from Ukraine. Oh, huge mistake on that hurdle. Both
Yeah,
of them struggle on the hurdle.
Curie is a
You
very
can see here in
more
slow motion how Stanislav was completely to the left side of the board.
yes,
Half of his
that's
left
very
foot was
dangerous.
hanging out of the board on the side. Also, his teammate. Wow, yeah. Also, his teammate Cyril
Although the entry
didn't
is
get a
good,
timing
no what
of the
significant
board, and
water
the
splash.
scores go
So
down
they
to
got
6.5
6.5,
and
7.0,
Only 40
7.5. You see
points
the
for
very
them.
good execution.
These could cost them a
40.8.
lot.
Yeah, it will cost them a lot.
1.80
Team
after
Germany,
2
Timo
dives for
Bertel
Team
and
Ukraine, who's
Moritz
now
gets
is
to
trailing
1B back
behind.
dive again.
4.20 points behind Team Great Britain, who's leading. Team Germany now. Team Germany doesn't have to deal with the hurdle. Another standing dive for them, just like in the first round. Now it's a back dive pike.
Sometimes the forward somersaults will cost you a lot.
Nicely done.
Yes, it
Well
was nicely
timed.
done,
Probably
well
not the
done,
strongest
very
jumps
smooth,
from both of them, but
like
as long as they did
Chinese.
it together, yeah, they get to the same
Yeah,
height.
nice synchronization.
I've seen them
And
jump
the
higher
entry,
for
they
sure.
have a very good vertical
They
lines
control
too.
it very well. They are at
Very
the
well
same
controlled.
distance from the board. Very well
Subscribe, like, and share
executed.
to RD Gymnastics.
And the 7.5s that you see individually are exactly
48.6 for
why
Timo Bertel.
they're
Now, still
the
have
reason why is
here.
because they didn't jump as high as possible, and judges noticed that. But 96.60, they're in first place. Right
And
ahead
we
of
got
Great
here
Britain.
Team
And now
Italy
reverse dive pike, same dive we've seen
in our second
performed by
round.
the Ukrainians. Let's see how the Italians do.
I love Lorenzo here. He is fit. Oh, I.
And Also, the Italians
Lorenzo
struggle
got
with
a
the
big
hurdle
mistakes.
a lot. Lorenzo Marsaglia on the left
My
side.
God, see?
And oh,
That's
it was completely hanging off the board to the right. Look at that.
yeah,
In the
hanging
corner of
off
the
the board
springboard,
to the
he
right.
can't get a good push off the board, and he barely missed the deck there. That was
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah,
Only
that's very
34
dangerous.
points
Great
for
job.
Team
He is
Italy,
not. He is safe.
and puts them in
He
a very
can.
bad
He
spot
can
in this
land
competition.
in
This
the.
dive opens doors for
Oh my God, this
all
is
the
still a
others
dangerous
outsiders
dive.
that
I thought
were
o-
waiting for something like this to
only
happen
the.
to get a chance at medals. So let's see
You
what
know,
Spain's
he
what Spain
can
does.
hit
Same dive for them.
the bricks. Now we have here Team Spain. Yon.
Nicely done. Very strong
Yes.
off the board. Both of them.
Strong
Look how high they go.
executions
Perfectly
of their
timed,
difficulties.
right
Oh,
position
nice
together.
height.
The only difference in the timing was how they both brought the arms back.
And they need to work on with their
Max Milan
synchronization
is
also.
a little bit ahead with the arm movement. Judges noticed that.
So
But 91-20
46.2,
total
but still a
points
good score.
after two
7.5,
dives, and they're ahead
8.0.
of Italy and right behind Ukraine.
But to have that score for a very
Now Luka
easy
Martinovic and
dive.
Matej
Well,
Neveskanin
anyways,
from Croatia. Also for
Luka
them reverse dive
Martinovic
pike.
and Matej
And we'll see it
Neveskanin.
once again
Reverse dive,
performed by the Swiss
301B.
team later.
Awesome.
Very
But
strong jumps for
I
both
think
the Croatian divers.
Matej.
Unfortunately for them, Luka on the right side of the screen. On
Yeah,
the slow motion
Luka is
further away,
a little
more
bit
distant from the board in the entry. You see it here.
more
He
forward
moves
from the
further away.
hurdle.
Judges deduct points because of that.
Judges with the duck points.
91.80
So
after 2
7.0,
rounds.
7.5,
We
8.0,
we have only
44.4
Switzerland
total.
left in this second round of dives. Then we'll have the
Pogi, ah.
standings after
Now we got here Team
these first 2 rounds
Switzerland.
before the optional dives, the hard dives, the
Thibaut
the
Boucher
dives
and
that
our
will
Aurelien.
have more twisting,
Reverse
more
dive
somersaulting,
301B.
and especially a higher degree of difficulty. Let's see Aurelien and Thibaut.
Yeah, this is a little bit dangerous if you're doing that 301B. Any forward somersaults will a
Overall,
little
it's
bit cost
just
you,
an
or you
okay
have to be
dive.
very careful with your forward
Probably around
somersaults.
6.5s and 7s. They struggle pushing at
Yes.
the beginning of the hurdle.
Oh.
Both of them are off timing, don't get very high. They get it vertical,
With
but
you off timing
definitely
though, but
not a
it's
strong,
fine.
jump
They have
off
a
the
good
springboard.
jump
That's
there.
why
37.2
the judges go for
for Aurelien
5.5s and 6
and
individually
Thibaut.
and 6.5s in synchro. Now Switzerland
Still very great
is at
score.
78 points.
So now
And
we
the
have here the
standings
ranking after the
here on
second
screen for
round.
you.
Germany top
first,
1,
Great Britain in
96.6.
second, and
Great
Poland
Britain
in
top
third.
2, 96.
It's
Poland top
weird
3,
to see Team Italy.
95.4.
There's definitely the down
3
in
of this
7th place.
dive.
Huge mistake by the Italians on that reverse dive. The
Team Great
4
Britain.
rounds of optional dives are about to start with Team Great Britain, who's already there on the 3-meter stand. And now things get very interesting. The competition is still long. There's plenty of diving
Leon
to
Baker,
watch.
so 405B.
And
1
many chances
inward,
now
2
still
and
for
half
everyone
somersault,
to
3.0
go grab a medal.
difficulty.
Inward 2.5 somersault pike for Team Great Britain.
Yes,
3.0
Leon
degree
Baker
of
and
difficulty.
Hugo Thomas.
Beautiful dive.
How was it?
Perfectly timed. off
Perfectly
the board.
executed by Team
Great,
GB in their
great
301B.
somersaulting pike position by
Nice
both
one.
of them. Slightly over is Hugo Thomas. On the
Slightly
backside of the
over-rotated for
screen
Hugo
here.
Thomas.
Slightly over, not perfect entry, but let me tell you, that
Yes.
synchronization was excellent.
Yes, they got
69.30
synchronization
for Team Great Britain.
8.0 to 7.5.
165.30 for them.
Most of the score are 8.0 for the synchronization. Kashper Lizek and Andrei
And
Reshutek
now Team Poland
3.0.
will show us exactly the
Difficulty
same dive.
405B.
And
Oh,
not as well as
Andre
the
is a little
British
bit
that do
forward
not
from the hurdle.
perform as well.
Yeah, they
The
need to work on
timing
with
on
that.
the board was okay, but as soon as they started pushing, Kasper Leziak on the far side of the screen is ahead of time. You see it
Yeah.
here, how lower he is. Also doesn't get an excellent entry. Six and
Kasper
a
and
half
Andre got
in the
61.2 here.
execution
Execute
and sevens for the
synchronization
synchronization
7.0,
judges.
7.5,
Only 61 points are
6.5
there.
execution
They end up
scores.
getting 9 points behind
We have
Great
here
Britain.
Team Ukraine,
I was
Kerry and
expecting a
Stanislav.
little bit better
407C,
execution, but both
inward 3 and
divers,
half
both Polish
somersaults,
divers, are using inward turn half
3.4
somersault.
difficulty.
And now Team Ukraine, a small mistake earlier in the previous round. They have a high degree of difficulty dive here, 3.4 for the inward 3.5 somersault tuck.
Yeah. Wow.
Well executed,
Nice execution.
perfectly timed. The synchro is very good.
The tuck as well too.
Thing I did not like in this dive were the entries. They both do not get perfectly vertical. Or actually perfectly
Yeah, the
straight
vertical
in the
line is
entry,
not
but I
that
gotta
well.
say
They need
the
to work
high
on with
degree of
that.
difficulty is definitely gonna help them.
So 7.0, 7.5 synchronization. It's a good score. Execution is 5.5 for
And they were right behind Great Britain.
5.0. Yeah, one
Very
of the
close, just 2
diver
points
is
behind.
did not have a good
Germany
execution.
now, forward 2.5
Timo Bertal
somersault
and
double twist, also for
Moritz.
Team Germany, a 3.4 degree of
515
difficulty.
for B, forward 2.5 somersaults with double twisting. Awesomely
Very
done.
strong, both of them, very strong off the
Yes.
board, but definitely not well synchronized. Timo Bartel, who was stepping back a little bit on the hurdle, is quite ahead of time and also more distant from the board. You can see it here, ahead of time and further away. 6.5 individually.
Yeah, they got 70.38
7.5
here.
in
6.5,
synchronization.
8.0.
7
Synchronization is
points and
good.
38.
7.0,
They're right there in
6.5,
first place. They're
7.5. This
still
is a
all
mixed
very
score.
close together. Just 3
Now,
points
Team
between
Italy,
the
Lorenzo and
first
Giovanni,
team in the ranking.
107B, forward
Let's
3 and
see
half
how Team
somersaults,
Italy responds
3.1
after that
difficulty.
huge mistake in the second dive. Forward
Yeah,
3.5 somersault pike for them.
I hope it's still Italy can catch up. How can they catch up? They need to do well for the 3 to 6 rounds so that they can be in the podium.
A
Nice
much better
one.
job
But
by
you
the
know, it's
Italians here.
very
Two good
unusual
hurdles by
for
both of
Team
them.
Italy to
You
have a
can see
huge
here how
mistake
they
in the
take
dive
off the
2,
same height,
knowing
and
it's just
especially the best
2.0
part of this dive
difficulty.
is the fact that you can see it here perfectly how their somersault move at the same speed and their legs are exactly in the same position at each somersault.
74.4, good
74
score.
points for
Synchronization,
them
8.5,
so far
9.0,
in this
8.0.
round.
So they have
The
a
best
very good
dive
score
is the one
here.
of the Italians, 74-40.
Juan Pablo
And they're
Zapata and
now
Max
back
Linan.
again in the
Difficulty
battle
of
there at
3.0.
157.20. Just 10 points between the 5 teams that have already have done their dive. Between Germany and Poland, they're in between first and fifth place at the moment. 10 points with optional dives is really not that much. Spain now, inward 2.5 somersault pike. Oh, they recovered.
Nice
Definitely
one,
recovered
nice
the
one
takeoff, or actually not even
from
the takeoff, the
our
press on the board
team
here when
Spain.
they started swinging their arms. They were not perfectly together.
Yeah, not
They
perfectly
recovered with
together.
2
Maybe
pretty
6.0.
good entries. We saw how in the circle our Max Linan was ahead of time, but good individual dives. They managed to recover because the
So
beginning of this dive wasn't
66.6, but still a
from the
good
beginning. I
score.
wasn't expecting that.
But
This
having those
kind
kind
of
of
scores, so
lineups
not bad.
here, it would
Team
be a
Spain
challenge
with
for
these
them to be
dives
in the
scored
podium.
66-60,
Team
and they're
Croatia,
right ahead
Luka
of
and Matej.
Italy in fourth
Difficulty
place.
of 3.0.
Luka and
It will be
Matej
a
now
per of
from Croatia,
5B,
also for them
inward 2.5
an inward 2.5
somersaults.
somersault pike. If they want to get in the battle there, they need to score at least 60 points, 65 points.
Awesome
It's
done.
good
Awesomely
dive. Both
done.
entries are not very strong. The timing was good.
Timing was
Synchronization
good.
wasn't perfect, but
Yeah, what they need to
acceptable.
improve their
Definitely
synchronization.
more than acceptable. It was good. You see it here. Maybe Luca is a little bit ahead of time in the somersault, but the entry should have been definitely cleaner. That's why their individual execution scores go to 6.5. It's only because of the entry. And now Croatia is close to the
From
top
Team
teams, but
Switzerland now,
training a little
T-Wood
bit
and
behind. They probably
Arlian.
left
So 3.0
4 to 6
difficulty for
points only because
405B.
of those entries.
Inward
Last
2.5
team in this third round of
somersaults.
dives is Team Switzerland, Thibaut and Aurelien. Inward 2.5 somersault pike for them as well. A lot of teams have started this first optional dive with a standing dive. 6 out of 8 did the inward somersaulting dive.
Yeah, that's very awesome.
I guess it's kind of
Great job for
to
Team
get in the rhythm of optional dives,
Croatia.
so multiple somersaulting dives,
Yes.
without having to deal with the hurdle. Only Germany and Italy perform hurdles, and they did good with those. Now, Team Switzerland, not
So
too
this
bad.
Team Switzerland got
Probably Aurelien a little
60.3.
bit slower and shorter in the entry, but overall a good execution for them. 60 points.
Awesome. So the score standing after the third round: Germany number 1, second place Great Britain, and Ukraine third place.
Not most likely not aiming for gold, but definitely this is a great chance for such a young team.
Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas in this comp for this round. 3.0 difficulty. It will be a 107B forward 3.5 somersaults. Hugo Thomas is actually both of them are new, but Leon Baker competed already last European Championship and he did well, while Hugo Thomas is just new in this senior competition.
Leon and Hugo from Great Britain now forward 3.5 somersault pike. They were in second place.
So gonna be in the pike position for our Team Britain. Whoops.
And this is not their best.
Yeah, not their best, but still fine.
Definitely off rhythm from the very beginning. You saw here how Leon was ahead of time. From
Oh,
the
yeah,
hurdle.
Leon is ahead of
Dives
time
individually.
with
The execution
Hugo.
of each dive is not too bad.
They need to improve their
Definitely
synchronization
Hugo
here
does
in
a
their
better job
fourth dive.
individually, but
So,
the scores for synchronization
107B they need to
might not be
improve. They got
highest 'cause of that
69.75. It's still a good score.
rhythm that
I
goes
love the
off,
smile of Leon
not
Baker.
perfect when,
Kasper and
bouncing off the
Andrej
springboard.
for
235
Team
05
Poland,
for Team Great
3.1
Britain.
difficulty. Forward
And
3.5
now same
somersaults,
dive, for
107B.
the Polish divers. Kasper and Andrej. We see a few of these forward 3.5 somersaults, 5 forward 3.5 somersaults in this fourth round. Team Poland. They don't
That's
get the
Team
entries
Poland.
they wanted. The synchronization was much better than the British.
Yeah,
But look at those entries, very, very heavy, a lot of splashes. Synchro wasn't
there's a lot of
bad.
splashes, right?
Both of them end up going too far over. And a little
Indeed, but it's
disagreement here
fine. They
with
did
the
well.
synchronization
64.17
between
still a good score.
6.5 and
6.5,
8.
7.5 still a fair score.
Poland is now sitting 15 points
Now we
behind
got here
Great
Team
Britain,
Ukraine.
losing a little bit of
Kerry
ground
and
there.
Stanislav.
They definitely lost 5 to 8 points just because of those entries over-rotated. Too bad. Now we have Cyril and Stanislav from Ukraine. Another forward 3.5 somersault pike.
3.5 somersault pike. Galing. Yon. That's it.
Good timing. Once
Okay
again,
ang
the
timing
entries
nila.
should have been performed
I love how
better.
it was done.
Look at that. Very strong, both of them. Very strong off the springboard. The
Good
best part
synchronization.
of this dive is
The
how
height is
fast
well.
they were spinning. Very good. Especially considering
Pike position is
that
well
Team
also.
Ukraine
Galing talaga ng
in the
Ukraine.
next round will perform the forward 4
You had here
somersault pike.
70.68, 7.5, 8.5, 8.0 mga scores nila.
70 points for Team Ukraine, 70.68, and they are at 233.
Now we have here Team Germany, Timo Bartel and Maurice Linus Weseman.
3.5 somersault
3.5 somersault, reverse 3.5 somersault. We'll be doing a 307C.
somersaulting dive.
Our best performer here.
Voluntaries like in the first 2 rounds with the easy dives, like most of the other teams did.
Oops.
Struggle on the hurdle for Timo.
Yeah.
Perfect recovery from
Nice. Great recovery from Timo.
where he was standing.
You see
Timo
here, oh
stepped
my
up
god,
and
ayan no.
drops his arm
Namali
ahead
siya
of
sa
time. He does a great
pagtalon
job
niya.
recovering. He's one of the best performers of the reverse and back somersaulting dives.
Yeah,
in
he
the
did
world
well
today. But
Great
the
job
judges
Timo, but
noticed
that is near
huge
for
struggle
injury.
on the hurdle and dropped their score
65.10,
because of that.
6.0,
This could
6.5.
have gone
There was a
much
deduction
worse.
for that.
65.10 points from where
Team
Timo
Italy
was standing
now,
there. So this is a great job by
forward
the
to in half
Germans.
somersault with
And
double
they're still
twisting.
right there, just 3 points behind the leaders, Great Britain. Forward to an half
I love the
somersault pike
chest
with
of
double
Giovanni
twist for
Tocci.
Giovanni and Lorenzo. Another hurdle. 3 hurdles in a row for Team Italy. Let's see how they do here.
Cool.
Beautiful entries
Beautiful,
for the
beautiful
Italians.
dive, and the twisting is amazing. You
Very
can
well
just see
executed forward to an half
how it
somersault
was
double twist.
done.
Look at that. Two perfectly together off the somersault and into the twist. You can see it here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The entry is
done.
very
This is gonna
beautiful.
score
No water
high.
splash indeed.
81.60
So
for Team Italy,
81.6,
who takes the
8.0,
lead
8.5,
after a
7.5
huge,
synchronization
huge
score.
mistake on the second
Um,
dive.
it was
This
well
is
done.
impressive recovery. What a
Now we
comeback
have
so
here
far.
Team
But still 2 more
Spain.
rounds for
Difficulty
them
of
to go.
3.4
Spain now in with 3.5
for
somersault tuck.
407C in over 3.5 somersaults for Juan Pablo Cortez, Zapata, and Max Linan.
Spain has performed the inward 2.5 somersault pike, so that was the lead up for this. Nicely done.
Yes,
The timing
pero
was perfect. They were
water splash is
always
eminent.
together
It's
throughout
very
the dive.
visible.
You can see it in the slow motion. Look at that
Ayun,
spin. And see
synchronization a little
very
bit
close behind,
desynchronized.
especially Juan
Very little.
Pablo on the far
Minimal
side of the screen
desynchronization.
here.
But the vertical
He's
line
not
of
quick enough coming out of that
Zapata
somersault. It
is not
spins
that
extremely
well.
fast.
That's why they got
Doesn't get all the way
62.22,
straight
6.5.
together in the water. So
They must
62
need
points for
to do
Team
it
Spain,
more
and they're in
straight.
6th place right now.
From Croatia, 3.1 difficulty for forward 3.5 somersault, 107B. It's Luka Martinovic and Matej Neveskanin. Good execution, although a little bit forward from the hurdle for Luka and Matej.
We have a few here in this competition that are strong, but these two together are
Yeah,
very
they're
muscular
fighting.
and
They're the
strong on board.
fighters.
They press it
Masyado
very
lang
hard.
forward sa
Problem with this
hurdle.
dive is Lucas' entry definitely not the cleanest.
Yeah, they can make it cleaner
Croatia
next
is right
time.
there, not too far
Team
behind,
Croatia.
Poland
Very
and
well.
Spain, just a couple of points behind.
Now we got here Team Switzerland
Poland, Spain,
for their
and
fourth
Croatia,
round. 3.1 difficulty. It's forward 3.5
seeing the other
somersaults,
teams,
107B
going faster than them
for
in this
Thibaut,
competition.
Boucher,
They're
and
losing some
Aurelien,
ground
Jean,
behind there.
Valentin.
15 to 20 points behind now from the top 3 teams. Forward 3.5 somersault pike for Thibaut and Aurelien from Switzerland. Not too high, especially diving right after such strong divers like Matej and Luca. The judges can compare easily
Nicely
their dive
done.
and see how it's lower. Overall, they do a good job getting
Yeah,
straight
amazing
up and
job
down
for our
with
Team
2
Switzerland
inward
here.
entries.
64.17, good
Not strong
synchronization
enough off the
score,
board, not high
70.7,
enough
then
for the
7.5,
better dives.
but mostly are
64 points.
7.0. After
They're
the
in
round
case. They
4,
recovered. They came
Team Italy now is the first.
right behind, 3
Great
points,
Britain
and
on the
another
second, and
2 points
Germany on the
behind is
third.
Ukraine. But don't forget about Germany, just a point behind. The battle in the next round.
Yeah, just a point
will be between
behind.
these 4.
Now we have here Leon
And
Baker
they
and
will
Hugo
be further
Thomas.
behind Poland and
3.5
Spain, and
difficulty
Croatia could
for
take
Team
advantage
Great
of
Britain.
mistakes ahead of them. Reverse 3.5 somersault tuck for Leo.
Yeah,
Leo
they need
and
to position it
2.5
well
degree
also,
of difficulty. See
their
Hugo and
their puck,
getting ready now.
because it may disrupt
Taking their time to
the
focus.
water if the puck and their performance if the puck is not that well positioned.
They were 5th last year. in this
Remember
event
that
in
this is
Belgrade.
very tight speedo, not the normal speedo that we are
They'll
having.
definitely want to do better than that this time around.
Wow, nice height.
Nicely done. Very hard
Very,
dive.
yes, very hard
They
dive.
get
And the
both of
entry is
them.
beautiful
They get
too.
vertical entries, very high in the somersault. A little
Yes,
wobbly tuck position for Hugo, but
great,
not very
great
clean. But
position
look at
here.
that.
Although
Both of them, great kicks
they can
up
make
in
it
the
more
air.
smoother.
And
So that's the thing
ace
that they need to
from
improve,
the
the
judges.
smoothness
They're very
of the
excited, happy
execution. So
with what they've done
81.9, great
here.
score.
81.90. They
8.0
set
and
the bar
above,
at
most of the
216 to
score. It's
95.
Poland, 3.4 difficulty for Team Poland, Kashpir and Andrej. Gonna be an inward 3.5
Jasper
somersault.
and Andre.
Dive is gonna be 407C.
Inward 3.5 somersault tuck for them. Andre's first European championship was back in 2008. He is the oldest
2008.
diver in Antalya this week. Born
Wow.
in 1991.
Andre.
Very
Oh.
experienced diver. For the first two medals at European
His partner,
he took were from
Kashpir, is
last
a little
year
bit
in
forward from the
Belgrade.
hurdle.
They do a good job in synchronization here, but definitely
Yeah.
both of them don't get the vertical entry.
Yeah, they didn't get the vertical entry. They must work on with that vertical entry for Kashpir and Andre. 61.2, 66.5, 6.5, 6.0 for their synchronization score. And now we got here Team Ukraine, who are currently in the third place. 3.8 difficulty. Wow, the hardest dive of all. We use a forward four and a half somersaults. This is the hardest dive. It's either you ace this or you miss this. So gonna be 109C. Great concentrations being happened by Team Ukraine.
Four and a half somersault tuck.
Whoa, amazing one.
Get a great dive. They do not perform a great dive
Yeah,
here.
just
We saw
average synchronization, not that well. The vertical lines is not also well.
amazingly in
But it was
practice.
they
Look at
have a
Cyril's.
good
Cyril's
dive, of
was
course
very
individually.
well executed.
But
Unfortunately,
Kirill
Cyril's
is
doesn't
a
get a
little
good
bit
time
forward to
on
the
the
hurdle. So
board
68.4
and
is still
ends
good.
up going way too
6.0,
ends up getting
5.0,
a lot
5.5
of way too short.
synchronization. Yeah, they need to work on with
68.3
that
points.
for
Not
their
what they
109C.
expected. And they're at 302
Timo Bertel
points
and
now.
Mortis Linus, 3.5 difficulty reverse, one and one half somersaults with triple,
Let's
and
see
one
Team
half
Germany now.
twisting,
Reverse 1.5 somersault,
5337D.
3.5 twist.
Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to Chris RD Gymnastics. Thank you very much. And wow, very smooth.
Very sharp, both of them.
Yes, very smooth, very sharp. Nice entry.
Watch in the air. Look at that. Perfectly together.
Oh, perfect
same
line.
movements. The entries. I was expecting better entries coming from that.
Wow,
Part of
great
the dive.
synchronization. They must have a maybe 80 or 90
Very
scores
well
here.
executed reverse twister,
Oh, 77.7. 8.0, 7.5 starter scores, execution
7
2,
points behind
7, 8. So
Great
it's
Britain.
indeed. Now we got here Lorenzo Marsaglia and Giovanni Tocci, 3.4 difficulty for inward 3.5 somersaults,
Let's see the
407C.
leaders of the competition so far. Team Italy. If you just started
Don't
following
forget to
this
subscribe, like,
channel,
and share to
Team
Kiss
Italy
RD. We're
recovered
doing
came
here
back
a
after a huge mistake on
reaction
number two.
to this
Two great
competition.
optional dives. See how they do on this third optional dive.
There you go.
Nicely done by Giovanni.
Of course, it was nicely done.
Timing was okay, but Lorenzo Marsaglia, a tiny mistake on the come out.
Yeah,
And it was too
Lorenzo
long.
got a
He
mistake.
ends
What
up
happened to
way
Lorenzo?
far over. You see it
After the
closer to
Olympic,
camera
he is not
from this
anymore in
angle.
his ace.
Quite too far over.
It's really hard for Lorenzo to come back
70.30
since
points.
Olympics.
They lose the lead.
It's
They're
70.38
they're right behind Team
synchronization.
Germany in
Maybe,
third place.
after you got your medal,
Hey, will be
um,
very interesting
then
to watch the
sometimes
last
it's
round
hard
of
not
this
to,
competition,
to do your
because
best because you already
both
got
top
the medal that
three,
you got.
and I want to include
3.1
Ukraine,
for
top four
difficulty
teams
for
so
Team
far
Spain,
in this
forward 3.5
competition at
somersaults,
the moment are
107B.
within for team
As I was
points. And
saying,
optional
as
dives,
you had
everything can happen.
your
Let's see
victory
Spain forward
already
3.5 somersault pike.
and you
Very
continue
well executed.
to
Nice entries by both of
to
them.
compete, sometimes
Slightly
it's really
difference
hard
in
now
distance
to
from the board.
get your ace
Juan Pablo
because
is a little bit
it's
more distant. You
done.
can see it here. Max leaning closer to the camera is also
Yes, it was
closer to the
very
board,
well.
but well executed forward three and a
So
half
they got
somersault pike.
67.89, good synchronization score, 7.8, 8.0, 7.5.
Team Spain.
Very young diver
To the
for
other
Max
teams is
Linan. Now we have your team Croatia,
not hurt by
Luka
the lower
Martinovic
degree
and
of
Matic
difficulty.
Neveskanin.
The other
3.4
top three teams
difficulty.
have much higher degree of difficulty, total degree of difficulty in this
They must do
competition.
well
But so far they're
here.
doing a great job. Croatia now forward 2.5 somersault double
The
twist.
new divers from Croatia competing in the higher level of... Wow!
No, definitely a huge mistake here by both of
Yes,
them.
huge mistakes.
By Team
Because
Croatia.
he landed
Off
a
rhythm on the
very
board, a lot of upper body movement when coming down on the board from the hurdle, and
the man
Matej
on the right
Neveskanin on the left side of the board
too much
is definitely
forward from the
too
hurdle
far
because
from the board when
yeah,
going
see
low. You
in
see
the
it
from the
here,
board
completely hanging with his toes
it
off
should
the
be
board,
more
and the score
vertical from
goes
the
down
board when you
to
jump.
sixes,
So
five and
they
a
had
halves.
a hard
Not a
time
good execution
about to
for Team
execute well
Croatia
because of
here.
that. So now we got
In
here from
seventh
Team
place at the moment.
Switzerland. Forward to
Switzerland
in half
now.
somersault with one hold
Last
twisting,
dive
pi 152B,
of this
3.0
fifth round.
difficulty for Team
Forward to that
Switzerland.
somersault. In this case, just one twist. So the Croatians do it with two twisters. Same dive, but with only one twist.
Oh, a little bit low.
Synchronization.
Their height
Once
is a little
again,
bit
they're
low.
not very high off the board.
Yeah, not
They
very
don't jump
high at the
extremely
board.
high, but I gotta say, look at those movements.
But they're well
Time-wise, it was
synchronized.
probably their
The
best dive.
vertical line is not that
Look,
well.
out of
They
the
need to
pike
work on with
position
that
into the
more.
twist together.
But
They should
no
work on
significant
their
water splash. And indeed,
lines,
good score
the body lines
61.2,
like the
7.5,
legs,
7.5,
feet,
6.5,
point their toes
7.0 for the
better.
synchronization
Oh, good
score.
dive for them.
They need to work on with their
As of right now,
synchronization.
we have
The
the
standing
standings
after
on
the
the
5th round. Great Britain, first place, Germany, second place, Italy, third. Now we are moving and approaching the 6th round of this dive. We have 8 competitors or 8 teams, 8 nations competing for this 3 meters synchronized springboard finals. But for youth diving finals, 3 meters will gonna be up to the 8th round for youth category because of the additional 2 warm up.
Team Great Britain with Liam Baker and Hugo Thomas.
Yes, Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas of the Great Britain, which are very great divers. Oh, yes. Synchronization is it's average.
Do not do the best of their dives here at the end.
Yeah,
It's way ahead of time and too
the partner
low
of Leon
on the
Baker
tempo.
is more.
Way ahead of time. He struggled. That's why he did not get the hurdle he wanted. Definitely too low and slightly on the left side of the board.
Things. We are continuing our diving competition recasting for the round 6.
Germany has a forward four. Excuse me. Yes, Germany.
Now we have here our first diver for the round 6.
4.5 somersault
Team Great
So the
Britain.
advantage for these two teams, the degree of difficulty
Leon
lies,
Baker and
while
Hugo
Ukraine,
Thomas,
who's sitting
3.4
third and
difficulty,
still has a
by
chance for growth
154B.
in case the three
Forward
teams
2
ahead
and
of
half
them
somersaults
make
with
a
double
tiny
twisting.
mistake. Well, Ukraine has also the forward 2.5 somersault double twist. That's the dive we're about to watch by our leaders so far in the competition, Team Great Britain with Liam Baker and Hugo Thomas.
Let's watch us now. Whoa, synchronization is just average. They need to work on with that.
Do not do the best of their dives here at the end. Ugo is way ahead of time and too low on the takeoff. Way
Yeah.
ahead of time. He struggled, that's why. He did not get the hurdle he wanted.
There you go, but
Slightly
it's
on the left
fine.
side of the board. Causes
Now you got
not yet see that
66.3
him,
for
just
these
4.5 and
6
5.5
rounds
in
of
his
Team GB.
personal execution.
6.5 is the
Drops the synchro
lowest,
score to
7.0 is the
7.6.5.
highest for the
But they
synchronization
set the bar
score.
at 380,
Still did
325.
well.
They
Team Poland,
should have done a
Kasper
better
Lisiek
job
and
here
Andrzej
to
Reszutek, 3.0
secure
difficulty
a
for
spot
forward to
on
and
the
half
podium,
somersault
because now
with one
with
hold
very high
twisting,
degree of
pi
difficulty
152
dives,
B.
Italy, Germany, and Ukraine, they can get ahead of them. Let's see Poland now with a forward 2.5 somersault, one twist. Once again, Andrei ends up being too far away from the board, just like it happened before. An okay performance overall from Team Poland. I was expecting more degree of difficulty, first of all, from them, but a little bit better individual executions. Synchronization overall was good for them. They closed at 3:45.87. Most likely not gonna
Team
get
Poland did it well.
repeat themselves like last year when they got
So
bronze.
Team
Let's move
Ukraine
on to
now,
Team
3.4
Ukraine.
difficulty, forward to
For
and half
them,
somersaults with one hold
forward 2.5
twisting,
somersault with double twist.
a double twisting, sorry. Thanks for the
81
correction.
points needed for them to get ahead of Great Britain. That means eights. And
Nicely
that is
done.
not gonna happen,
But
in my
also,
opinion.
although
Dives
it
are
is
okay.
just
Stanislav Oliferchik, though, once
an
again,
average dive,
struggling with the hurdle to the left side in the corner.
yes, Stanislav
Doesn't
is a
get
little
all the
bit
way
more
through
on
to
the left
cut short,
side.
while Cyril does a good job lining up. Another great entry for him. And they do not get ahead of Great Britain.
Congratulations to all of you.
375.72
So
for Team Ukraine.
73.44 point for Team Ukraine.
They'll be there waiting
Now we
for
got
Team
here
Germany
Team
and
Great
Team Italy.
Germany.
We
3.8
start now
difficulty,
two
forward 4 and half
left
somersaults
back-to-back
in
for
tuck
4.5
position.
somersault tucks. First of all,
109C.
Germany, Team 1 Moritz.
So they need to do this well
They need
so that they can
74
be
points
on the top. Timo Bartel and
to
Maurice
get
Lenius
in the lead.
Westerman. Wow!
Oh, nicely done.
It was nicely done.
Synchronization-wise.
Good
Those entries, though,
synchronization.
are quite heavy, not very clean, and both dives
Yeah,
are
the
not
synchronization
very
is not
close
that
to
well.
springboards. Let's see what
But
the judges think. You can see here
synchronization,
how
they
they're
have
a little
a
off rhythm in the
difficulty, but
somersault and
individually
definitely
they perform
heavy,
well.
but they do get
79.8
points for the high
synchronization,
degree of
7.0,
difficulty.
8.0
They
execution,
do get
7.5,
79,
7.5,
80, and they're
5.0,
in the lead
6.5 for
right
the
now.
other one,
I remind you
other
how Italy was
diver.
just less than a point behind, and they're
Yeah,
about to go
that's awesome.
to perform the last dive. Four and a half
Lorenzo
somersault
Marsaglia,
tuck.
Giovanni Tocci,
3.8 degree of
3.8 difficulty,
difficulty.
forward 4.5
I
somersaults
guess
in tuck
the
position,
medals will be decided on this dive.
109C. They must do this well
80
too.
points for Italy needed to get ahead of Team Germany.
The Chinese are doing this well.
80-24 to be
If you
exact.
just can see the national championship of China, you will be awe. Yes,
Nicely done
it was.
in synchronization.
Yes, of course, synchronization is as well.
Not a great entry by the Italians, especially Lorenzo
Oh.
on the left was too low. and
Lorenzo
didn't
is
get
too
all the
low.
way straight. You see it here closer to the camera.
Yeah.
Let's see. The synchronization was
The
very
vertical line
good.
of Lorenzo is not that well.
Oh, what is it?
But anyways, it was a
7
good
synchron,
dive.
yes, 3 points behind
77.52,
Team Italy.
7.5,
Yeah, I
7.0,
gotta say, this
6.5
dive
are
wasn't too
scores.
bad, but
They're the
really they
seniors,
lost
and
the
you got
gold
their Team
medal
Great
on
Britain,
that
who is in
second
awe of
dive.
Team Italy.
Dangerous
3.4
dive
difficulty for Team
where they
Spain.
scored
Forward to and half
only
somersaults with 2
34
double
points.
twisting.
They
1
lost
Pablo
at
Cortez
least
Zapata and
10
Max
points on
Linan.
that dive. At
Dive will be
least.
pi 1 pi 4 B.
Let's move on to Team Spain. A forward 2.5 somersault double twist.
Yeah, that's it.
Off
Nicely
the
done.
springboard, well synchronized, but definitely they twist
Yeah.
at different speed. You saw that there from the side here. Now you see it how they're not
Yeah,
coming out of the
night
pike
that
position
synchronized
together.
well.
that doesn't look too
They
good, but
need
sevens
to
for
improve
them,
it.
and
They
there
can
goes
improve it, and I
a
believe
true
on their capacity.
58-29.
So it's 70.38. Nicely done, Team Spain.
Now on the board for their last dive,
Now you
that
got
of 2.5
here
somersault
Luka
pike, Luka
Martinovic,
Martinovic and
Matej
Matej Neveskanin.
Neveskanin. Team Croatia 205B back to in-half somersaults.
So while we watch them, I remind you,
It's amazing body for them.
oh, it's
Like a model type
mathematically
due
already
to
set.
working
The
hard and
podium,
great discipline in the food. Great
Germany,
lifestyle
Italy,
too.
and Great Britain, they're all within 6 points. It was a
Awesomely
great
done.
battle. Very interesting to see those high degree of difficulty dives, how they shape the podium in this event. Very nicely done, the back to nap somersault pike by the Croatians. Always together in the somersault and clean entries. Too low the degree of difficulty to have a chance
Yeah,
to
they did well.
grab a medal. Very
65.7. It's a
close
good
at
score. Synchronization is fine.
3:45.85 and
7.5.
tying in
Good
sixth place
score.
with
The
Poland.
execution
Same
is
exact
just
score.
they need to improve.
Now Switzerland, their last dive
Switzerland now
forward 2.5
3.4
somersault
difficulty
through
forward to
string
in-half
double
somersault with
twist.
double twisting. You need to count to do it synchronizedly. Oh,
Both of them don't get a great
yeah,
push
they did not
on the
get it,
hurdle.
but
The
it's a
dives end
good
up
dive.
being
But
quite
they need to
low,
improve more.
and
So the vertical line it
Bird was
wasn't
also
there. That's the
from
thing
the
we are
far side of the
looking
camera
at.
on the screen here.
They
Way
entered the
ahead in the
water
come up from the pike
arc
position
in
and
arc position, but it's
not
fine.
great entries. But
So
once again, for Team Switzerland, it was
56.1.
a chance to gain some
There will be
experience here.
next
Already
competition.
again
So
was
for
his
individual
first European Championship, so
3-meter
I'm sure we will
springboard,
see
they
more of that.
can have
Now
a
on
more good
screen,
score. Or
the results, the
so
final
Timo
standings.
Bertel, Team Germany is a
Germany
gold
with Timo
medal.
Bartel and Moritz
Italy
Weissenmann,
silver and bronze for
289.58
wow
in
Leon
first place.
Baker.
Silver goes to Team Italy
Oh,
with
and
Lorenzo
Ukraine
Mazzagli and
is in the
Giovanni
fourth
Tocchi,
position. Spain in the fifth.
236.70, and bronze
Yeah,
medal goes to
congratulations
Great
for
Britain
team
with Leon Baker and
team
excuse me, yeah,
Germany.
with Leon Baker and Hugo Thomas. I was watching on screen. Team
Very
Germany
big
celebrating their gold
congratulations,
medal.
and it was a great job indeed.
Congratulations to all 8 teams
Congratulations to
performing
all of you.
here this afternoon. Dance and
Medal
Giovanni
ceremony.
Tocci.
Silver medal was awarded to Team Italy. Bronze medal was awarded to Team GB. Big congratulations. The last European Championship, it was Team Italy who got the gold. Germany's are also amazing. I don't know what happened to Lorenzo Marsaglia. He's a little bit downgrading his skills. He needs more practice. Or perhaps to lose the weight. Because sometimes if you are very heavy, if you get the weight, it's really hard to,
And now
it's
first
really
place
hard
winner of the
to
gold medal with a
to
total
execute
score of
those
they're getting the crowd excited. Timo
now. And
Bartel and
big
Moritz
congratulations
Weissenmann
to
from
Team Germany for the gold medal. See, Team Germany, they got the faith body. You need to be more faith. Perhaps the Lorenzo Marsaglia should it's either work hard more, have more discipline in the food.
This was a really exciting competition. We've seen all very exciting finals this afternoon. Both of them were very, very cool to watch. And now in just a few seconds, we'll stand for the national anthem of the winning team, Team
Yes, national
Germany.
anthem of Germany. Let's hear it.
For the national anthem of Germany.
Sometimes they're muting the sound. I don't know why they need to mute the sound. They're still singing the national anthem of Germany. And now done with the
Congratulations to Team Germany, Team
big
Italy, and Team
congratulations to
Great
Team
Britain
Germany.
for an amazing job on the 3-meter springboard. Time for some photos now.
Yeah, photo picture for Team Germany here. You are new European champion in the 3-meter springboard finals. Timo Bertel and his partner, I forgot the name. Big congratulations to all of you. I'm so excited for the career of our Team GB because they are there and they can improve more. Big congratulations to all of you and subscribe, like,